I'm a Gumbaynggirr man, and my name is Herbert Joseph Marsh. I was born in Bellingen. Dad used to work there in the mill down here at Ellis's mill, and the hog cuts they got off the mill. That's how they built the huts and that. He, when I was around, there was only two houses around here. Yes, we used to go to school just over here, and then from there I went up to Maxwell Convent, and sometimes I wagged, and then most of the time I followed my uncle around, Uncle Benj. He was the last of the spear fishermen up on this river here, and I learned a lot of him, like cultural wise. I really enjoyed it over there. That's every morning I used to go follow him. No school. It's just, he was a good diver. And the oysters was on the rocks like that. He'd just go and get about a dozen. Just have a feed and that was it. Leave the rest I know how to live off the land and that, just the way he used to do it. And, I reckon I'm glad I waste school for that, They had a big protest out there to stop sand mining, and me auntie and him was all alive then, Auntie Ginny and all of them, and they come out there. We was all sitting on the sand dunes, and where this big dozer was going through, she said, "Oh, my son," she called me her son. The dozer was going through and knocking the trees down where they used to sit, when they used to go to the beaches, and they get their shade and that, and it knocked all the trees and that down. So I said, I'll go through with this, and I had a mate by the name of Greg Davis, and he helped me go through that. So I ended up being the leader of the walk from Tweed to Sydney, and it took us 3.5 months. But if I was well enough now, I'd do the same thing over again. That was the place where my aunties and grandmothers used to go. And, they got nothing there down to go down there. Just sand and healing the trees and that. Same as over the South Rocks way, all the culture's sort of getting out of it. And these white people are destroying things. There was always heaps of pippies out there, but you go out there now, you get nothing. So we went out there one day when there was a bloke with a ripper behind him in his Land Rover, just tearing up everything. And pippies don't come back to that. When I was a kid, I used to roam around all this place, and that was my amazing place. Camping over there with me, auntie. Well, I'd done a lot of things. We used to get some fish, have fish and that, really, health food stuff and all that. Oysters and cobbers, but you never see that now. Everything's just taken out of the water. It's never going to stop. It's just going to keep going. It is a really important thing, people today to just get educated. Just wish I'd have, done the thing that that I missed out on. But I had more fun with my alcohol. But I was more going into the dream time or something like that. But I'd like to go back to go to school and all that. Because education is the main thing today, with our kids. This is what I get at school. I go down to school for, is to teach them when they get with elders, just to see how they treat their kids and that. When they grow up. I go down just learn them how to make spears and boomerangs and that at a wooden that I get from out west. A lot of them are dropouts, and there was one kid, he was really bad at school, at the high school here at Nambucca, and they brought him down the shed, and he sort of changed. I used to take him out the bush and show him out what sort of trees to get the spears out of. And that kid today, he respected me, And he rang me up for about just before Christmas. Uncle Buddy said, "You know where I am?" I said, "No, I don't know." He said, I'm on the boats now. He's working on the boats up at Cairns and that way. And that was a big thing to me, just getting him from out of school and he's a dropout. And I never seen any of their families that come in, don't even come in and sort of help them a little bit. That's what they need. They want the families coming in to help them. But I never had much education, but I know a lot that can really help them and do a lot of Aboriginal stuff. No, I don't want to see Aboriginal stuff die out, because that's the main important thing in my life is just the culture stuff of Aboriginal stuff. I don't call myself as an elder, I'm not older. I'm 70, 75. But, elders are really old people. And they got to be respected. Where I got that respect is I showed my respect back to them. And that's the main thing, is showing respect to anyone. Culture is a lot different today than what it was years ago. Look, every Saturday and Sunday, that'd be just like black shags, our people. They'd be all up and down this here, diving in and out of the water, getting oysters and that. I reckon money that's, it sort of destroyed a lot of people, and what can you, do? Just people that's, just hungry over money and that's, since that money was involved in it, and a lot of people around are getting handouts and stuff like that from where that shouldn't be. It should be work. Like I worked all my life. A lot of people worked all their life. But there's a lot of young whole generation that don't, just live off the dole and that. And I reckon that's wrong. Families are really important to me, and since I lost my mum and dad, oh mate, I sort of, I was looking for other people to respect and all that and to love and that. Sometimes I can't find it here, I feel sort of lost. Back when mum and him was alive, everyone shared with one another, and it was a better life because they shared everything they got. Now you see people, they go over there and they're getting oysters, bag oysters. They take them home for themselves. They don't share them with one another. See, I had Uncle Harry. He used to go up the wall here every day, and all he used to do was for food is get those herring tins, and he'd make a fire up that end there, and he'd put these little crabs, get these little crabs on the mud and that, and boil them up and chew them up. That was his dinner and that, just. And he stayed up there nearly all day until he got a bag full. And when he went home towards the mission, and he handed them into every house. That's That's what I'd like to see today again, done. That's for respect.